We all love pour-over coffee. It's probably the richest, most satisfying cup of coffee you can drink. But what if there was a better way to make pour-over coffee? Welcome to Coffee in My Veins. For coffee lovers, coffee lovers. Pour-over coffee typically involves a continuous swirling pour until you hit your target water volume. Then it's waiting for all the coffee to drip down. Another way to make pour-over is to pulse your pours instead of a single continuous one. To start, grind your coffee a bit coarser than you normally would for a V60 pour-over. If you use a fine to medium grind, go for a straight up medium grind. This is because we're allowing the water a lot more contact with the grounds with pulsing than we do with a continuous pour. There are two keys to pulsing: the time and the volume of each pour. To calculate your pours, take your target volume and divide it by 5. I had 17 grams of coffee, so my target volume was 255 grams. I'm going to divide that by 5 and round off to get 50 grams per pour. Pour as slowly as you can, wetting the grounds very evenly until you hit 50 grams. Don't worry if you go a couple of grams above or below, as you can compensate in the next pour. Do each pour in 45-second intervals. So start your timer at your first pour. Pour the first 1/5 as slowly as you can, and once your timer hits 45 seconds, start the second pour. Pour another 50 grams, or whatever your calculation was, and at the end of the next 45 seconds, which is 45 plus 45, or 1 minute and 30 seconds, start the third pour. Repeat this a total of 5 times until you're done with your entire pour. You'll need to increase the time from 45 seconds to about 1 minute or so if you're making 2 cups, and even a little bit more if you're making more than 2 cups. The idea behind pulsing is that it allows the grounds more contact with the water, and there is less overall agitation of the coffee grounds. Generally, agitation equals more acidity. One of the best ways to see agitation is to do a continuous pour. At the end of the pour, the coffee grounds will coat the entire funnel because they got displaced from the bed you initially made. With this method, you'll see that agitation is quite minimal. The end result is a coffee that has slightly less acidity than a regular pour-over coffee. It's still just as rich, but it ends up a little bit sweeter. Feel free to experiment with the grind size and the timing of your pours to see how the end result changes. If you enjoyed this video, please remember to like and subscribe, and visit the website at coffeeinmyveins.com.